I go to church, you go to church, church to church to church to church.
What's the deal? It's your boy John Watton in the building. Holding it down as your host for BlaspheMass Debate. Today, we are objectively resolving the 3 C's. Not the 3 K's, the 3 C's. Charity, Captivity, and Clout.
Cool.
Let's go meet our panelists. Cody G, what's going on, man? All right, cracking a brew. I like it. And returning all the way from the Shy, we got Akila. What's going on?
What up?
Hey, it's lit. We out here, and of course, fan favorite, we got your boy Travis. What's going on, man? Little Toy Story Buzz action.
Oh, what's going
on? Puzzle. The puzzle player. I got
the
you.
Last piece gets you every time.
All right. First thing we're going to talk about here is captivity, people. And when you think about captivity, you may think about, being enslaved. So when you look back at history, you might find some things repeating in today's culture. So is Pokemon loosely based on slavery? Travis, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think it would be loosely based on slavery. I think it's slavery. Like you're like, hey, nigga Pikachu, go nigga Pikachu, go over there and fight nigga Charizard, and you're like, nah, nigga Charizard is big as fuck. You're like, nigga, go fight that Charizard. It's Mandingo fights, and you're doing all these fighting, and then when you're done, you throw the Pokeball. And there was episodes where the Pokemon didn't want to get in the shit, and you're just like, even on the game, it's like you throw it, and he's like, I'm trying to get out, and then you captivize him, and I feel like it's just all racist, and it's like this
racism. Yeah. All right, well, let's hear from Cody, man. What do you think about this slavery thing with Pikachus and such?
I mean, the Pokemon are definitely slaves. Have you ever seen when they come out, the whip marks on their back? If you ever look closely, you can see it. I swear, I'm not lying. But for real, though, like, they be having bruises. They be looking like they in pain. They be crying half the time they come out the ball because they know they don't want to fight. They be in the middle of a meal with the family. Charizard like, man, food gonna be cold by the time he get back, got his ass beat. You don't know who he about to fight. You know what I'm saying? It's slavery. They don't get to choose when they come out. They just got to.
Let's hopefully hear an opposing view here. Keela, what you got to say?
Man, fuck all that. Them Pokemon had life good as fuck, okay? They got to travel. Slaves wasn't traveling, my nigga. You ain't had no Pikachu of slaves, okay? That's the first part. Then the second part, tell me when you ever think a slave gonna be a Jigglypuff. You gonna make a man, and then I'm gonna draw on your ass. I'm gonna do all this shit because you made me mad, and then later on, I'm gonna be like Jigglypuff. Hell no, they finna, that's it. Ain't no, nah, them fucking Pokemon was living good ass lives. They got a fucking movie. Pikachu got a whole fucking movie. He was the top
Pokemon
boy,
2000.
Okay? And then let's look at fucking Team Rocket. Look at they goddamn Pikachu. That motherfucker was sad. He was having nightmares. He was trying to teach himself how to talk. The motherfucker was living in an attic.
That was me out. That was me out.
Too. Think about Ninetales. Right. That was a bomb ass Pokemon. It was rare. He ain't had no rare slaves. You're like, oh, that's just another nigga in the woods.
Toby was a rare slave.
I want that nigga.
Who was a rare slave?
Kunta. King Kunta. But
they didn't even teach, like, the Pokemon couldn't even talk. Digimon could talk. Pokemon, they didn't even care to teach them how to talk. So all they know is their name. Yeah, they got to use their name for everything. You don't know if they got to shit, eat, want a bath. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell because they didn't even care. They like, they just hide the ball when I want them to do what I want them to do. They slaves.
That nigga last name was Ketchum. Ash Ketchum. He was a white dude name was Ketchum.
Right.
Like he was the most Master Ketchum. Like he caught him all.
Wasn't he trying to be a master?
And you know Brock was the overseer. You know Brock was the overseer secretly fucking Misty. You know what I'm saying? Like right. Misty was
kind of light skinned, so he was like,
This was a kid show.
But like, Misty was
hold on. Now, Cody, what do you have to say about the theme of companionship that resides within Pokemon? I mean, you're supposed to build a relationship, and these Pokemon are supposed to fight for you. So you're suggesting that they're fighting against their will. What do you think about that?
Mandingo fights.
I mean, think about it. Masters had a relationship with their slaves. Same difference. There could be a good master that treated their slave good, but I mean, they master. I mean, if you really think about it, like the slaves had superpowers because the masters didn't want to cook, clean, wash laundry. So they was the ones, hey, Toby, go wash that plate for me real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, they slaves, Pokemon slaves.
Exactly.
If anything,
Let's hear from
the
Key.
Pokemon was being pimped out, if anything, because everybody had their favorite.
Much
so
so like the
Pikachu was
slaves.
Ash Ketchum's bottom bitch, okay? He wasn't a slave, you know what I'm saying? Pikachu sometimes made a decision like, nah, nigga, I'm not doing that shit.
He ain't never do that.
Isn't pimping like a form of slavery
Show
though?
me the episode. Show me the episode with Pikachu. Show me the episode where
pimping.
Pikachu said, no, I ain't gonna fight for you. Show me the
He was
episode.
like, Pikachu, nigga, turn my back on your stupid ass. Fuck you talking about?
Okay. All right. Time out. I got a question for you, Akila. Now, the process of acquiring these Pokemon, you have to go out and catch them. And as Travis mentioned, it shakes on the ball. Like, they don't necessarily want to be caught. You have to beat them down till they almost faint, almost die, and then you can catch them. So, I mean, what do you have to say about this whole process of capturing and catching a Pokemon?
Them all.
Listen, it's a part of the game. If I know I gotta fight you in order to take your shit, I'm finna look through my inventory and I'm gonna send the motherfucker that got the best hands that's gonna tag the shit out your ass and make it easy for me to get what I want. That's like in the street, right? If we a stick up crew, I'm not gonna send my scariest motherfucker out there to be like, yeah, go get the gat and run up on them. He not gonna be able to do that. But if I know I got me a Pikachu, I'm be like, hey, Pika, I got a job for you real quick. Go ahead, grab your little squad and slide. That's it.
Right.
If the game is that I gotta beat your ass,
Pikachu is white.
I'm sending the motherfucker with the best hands.
Pikachu is Japanese. But go ahead, Travis.
Yellow in cartoon means white. Pikachu was definitely white. The Simpsons was not black. Pikachu was not black. If you yellow in cartoons, you white.
But the Simpsons was black. Look at Marge here. That shit ain't standing up on its own like that.
Hey, touche.
Yeah, but what about Carl? Carl was black.
All right. I've heard of enough. I've heard enough here.
Missy was getting ran by Brock and Onyx.
But Onyx was a rock Pokemon that was plus or minus 20 feet tall.
When did Ash ever fight, though? When did Ash ever fight alone, though?
He never scrapped nobody.
He's just like a master. Master Ketchum. He'd throw one out there. Oh, they beat his ass. All right, I'm going to throw another one out there. Oh, he ain't do the job. All right, you go.
Back,
like, he just had an infinite amount of slaves, bro.
Shit. Come back, man. Dying.
All right, I've heard enough here about this. And we need a closing argument when it comes to captivity. Keela, what's your final statement?
Them niggas weren't captive. They lived a great life. They fucking traveled. They got to whoop niggas' asses and take them for fucking souvenirs. They got to say no. And Pikachu was the bottom bitch. You know what I'm saying? He was the motherfucker who was running the show. He kept all the little other motherfuckers in line and trained them up in the way that they should go. You know? It ain't a pimping. You got to learn the fucking game. They wasn't always captivated. They wasn't always in no fucking ball. But now that we here, you got to play your role.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Period.
Elegant. I believe they call that turning a hoe into a housewife. But we will hear secondly from Cody G. What you got?
Well, I mean, to be held against your own will is to be captive, right? Like bonded. Kind of like how these Pokemon were in Pokeballs. I mean, and Pikachu wasn't his bottom bitch. Pikachu was his favorite slave. That's all that was. So he got to breathe fresh air more than the other ones. You know, I mean, what more is there to say? Slavery.
Very true. Very true. Much like the boats didn't have room for the slaves, the Pokeball didn't have room for the Pokeball. So I feel you on that one. Final word, Travis, what you got?
It's just racist. Like, I'm going to throw my level 7 Toby, my level 7 Kunta Kinte, and then you fight, and then I'm going to call you back. You can take all this damage, and then, oh, you're weakened. But it doesn't matter. Like, I'm gonna pretend like I show empathy, but I don't care. I'm a white guy. I'm Ash. I catch them all. The song "Gotta Catch 'Em All." That's like the slavery theme song. That's like their counter to our Negro spirituals. That's the old white Negro spirituals. Or like so, like you know what I'm saying. So it's just racist. Onyx was fucking Misty, and Ash was mad about that. So he enslaved all these animals. racism.
All right. Well, apparently, Onyx had some other metaphorical resemblance that I wasn't aware of, and for that reason,
ain't no beats for Mr.
I gotta give it to Travis for his thorough knowledge of the Pokedex.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck
All
with.
right, moving on here, people. We're talking about Clout. You know them funky ass Clout chasers out there. Everybody's on social media trying to do it for likes, for comments, for the public. So you got to ask yourself, which is cooler, sports or drugs? What you got, Keela?
I'm gonna go with drugs because I mean sports is cool and everything, but you only got two options. You either fucking won or you fucking lost. That's it. But with drugs, oh honey, the possibilities are endless.
Okay.
There's no limit. What they say in Mean Girls, the limit does not exist. It doesn't exist. I mean, when it comes to drugs, first of all, you got a plethora of what kind of drugs. Do you want to snort it? Do you want to shoot it? Do you want to sniff it? Do you want to smoke
Hit the
it?
slopes.
You want it in a pill? Do you want it in your ass? Do you want like and then after you pick
Starting to
which
sound like
one,
a song.
you gotta pick what you want to do on the drug. Do you want to drink with the drug? You want to go to a party? Do you want to walk around? Then you gotta figure out what the drug gonna make you do, how it's gonna make you feel. Like, God damn, it's like so many variables. It just gives you a lot of options. Like,
Kind of drugs that
what
you
do I want to
do?
do today? It's the equivalent of looking in your closet and like swinging the doors open. Okay, what do I want to wear today? So when it comes to sports, it's like, okay, we're gonna watch a whole bunch of musty niggas run around and play with balls. Okay.
By the way, people watching this, Keela's not incriminating herself. She's just in the car making moves. But we'd like to hear from Travis. What you got?
Oh yeah, I think they're both equally uncool. Like I don't get how sports are cool. Like you got like cricket where all you do is like take a enlarged hammer to a fucking tennis ball, whatever. You hit it through a fucking semicircle, and then you hear all
Who
these.
plays cricket?
Cricket
I
is
thought
a
cricket
sport.
had a paddle. I thought it was a paddle.
Exactly. Nobody knows how cricket's played except for the people who play it. And all those people
You
are
talking polo?
No. I'm talking cricket. Polo has horses. What are you talking about?
Polo got the hammers.
No. Well, it doesn't matter. You put a thing through a thing, and
It's a bat. It's a paddle.
Nevertheless, everybody who plays it is uncool. So there's sports that are uncool. Golf. There's some golfs. Honor Palmer is a great drink. It's an uncool guy. That guy is probably not cool. I feel like I don't know what he looks like, but I feel like he's an old white guy, and there's no doubt in my mind he's uncool, and he's probably racist. So no, sports is not cool, and then drugs. You got heroin. You got opioids. Not all drugs are cool. Opioids, opiates, op this, op that,
OPP. You know me.
Snorlax was on opioids to go back to the Pokemon because Pokemon slavery. So that's the slavery opioids. But yeah, none of that shit's cool.
All right, Cody. What do you think? Sports or drugs, man?
I definitely think sports. I mean, drugs are cool, but what are the chances of you dying from either or more? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, drugs. How many people OD all the time? A lot of people. Okay. And then I just said, but you could get a natural high from playing sports. Like, you know how like fighters, like Adesanya just Costa, he was talking about, he had this fighter's high, like, you got runner's high, like you could get high just
Cody,
by staying active. I just squatted and I was like naturally, blitzed. So I mean,
Cody, I'm glad. Hold on, Travis. Cody, I'm glad you brought that up because recently, LeBron James' son, just posted himself on Instagram smoking weed. Now, this is the kid who has it all, more or less America's child, and he feels like he will be cooler by smoking weed and posting it social media for all his friends. Now, what do you have to say to a situation like that?
Well, the way it looks is right. Like, okay, so
pathetic.
You
All right,
already
well-
know sports is the coolest, so drugs, I mean, they're both cool. All right, let's get that out the way. They're both cool. So it probably makes him think, he's a little bit cooler. But if you are on drugs and then everybody knows you play sports, like you're in a higher tier. You know what I'm saying? You have more respect.
So
More
you agree
respect.
with me?
In sports, yes. Yeah.
No,
you said
no.
sports is better? Yeah, see? I didn't think so.
No. All
Nah.
right, look, this is where I'm gonna have to pull you up, right? Because honestly, without drugs, because mind you, there are so many of them. Without drugs, there is no big pharma. Your grandma gonna
There's
be
many
dead.
sports. There's
Your
more
grandma
sports than drugs, I bet you.
gonna be gone. Without drugs, you gonna suffer when you go to the dentist. Okay? You
But
ain't getting
so,
percocet.
that has nothing to do with cool though. That has nothing to do with cool though.
Safety
The
and
dentist
coolness.
has never been cool.
Listen,
Right.
it ain't about being cool.
Look at
It's
this
about
cool ass dentist
I
doing
just
some
went
fucked
there
up shit to my
today and I
face.
felt lame as hell.
Yeah.
lame as hell. I went today.
But
I
okay,
can't help you with that. But then maybe you just took the wrong drug, but you got options. That's the difference.
She was like, "You want the
Good
shot?" I was like, "Nah, put the sports on."
nah, but I feel like cool is a way of life. Like if you take like Mr. Rogers or like a Pee Wee Herman or whatever like that. Mr. Rogers dead, but like Pee Wee Herman, and you like give him either drugs or you like he plays tennis or now or badminton. Is he cool now? I feel like doing either one of those things doesn't make you cool. If you give Pee Wee Herman a
not
blunt,
about being
he's not
made
cool.
to be
Cool is
Yeah,
a way of
but
life.
if you're
between sports and drugs.
No,
Which-
But
Yeah,
normally,
but
if you're
Travis-
good at sports, you look good, so you become more popular.
I think they
which
both
makes you
lame.
cooler.
They both lame.
The best
Yeah,
One
but
gives you see-
time out. Let's
everybody does
settle
drugs.
down. Travis, what do you think about the people in sports who take PEDs, right? The performance enhancing drugs. Then which one becomes cooler in that situation?
I think it's null and void. I feel like it doesn't make you. That doesn't do that. I feel like those are just things that you do to your body. I feel like you think that thing helps you with that, but it doesn't. I feel like at the end of the day, the sport
So
doesn't
Barry
help you. You
Bonds,
can be
Mark McGuire, those are just
no. You
themselves
can.
as the-
O.J. Simpson was a running back for the Lions. Like not Lions, but for whatever team he played on. I was thinking of Barry Sanders. Whatever team he played for, he did all these yards and whatever like that. But he's a weird ass dude when you hear him talk. Like I feel like doing sports doesn't automatically make you cool. Doing drugs doesn't automatically make you cool. Sure, there are cool sports doers. Tom Brady's cool. Cheech and Chong are both cool. But if I right now take a opioid, the best opioid, that doesn't make me cooler. If Pee Wee Herman throws a football or if he starts picking up badminton, he's still lame as fuck. Like and I'm pretty sure he raped somebody back in the
Okay.
day. Or
All
did
right,
some
I
weird
like
shit.
that. We're gonna go to final words here, straight to it. Cody G, what's your last statement?
Okay, look at the people that play sports. Look at the people that do drugs. Which one's cooler? LeBron James or crackhead?
Elegantly put. I mean, plain and simple. That is very, very true. Keela, what's your final word?
Man, I'm here for the drugs. I just feel like the best stories come from drugs. Taking them, doing them, seeing other people on them. It's an experience for us all. Great stories don't start with sports. Okay? Great experiences and life lessons, they don't start with fucking sports either. Okay? People who do drugs, sell drugs, those are a motivated group of people to keep going after
Commitment.
something that they want in life.
Discipline.
And that, my friend, is unmatched because when your sports don't work out or something go wrong, you looking for some drugs. So why we gotta go to sports first? Let's not deviate. Let's just stay on the path. Start with the drugs. Finish out with the drugs strong. Stay motivated. Keep the drugs first. Simple.
Not everybody can do
If you pussy,
sports,
say that.
you know?
All right, let's hear final word.
Not
from,
everybody can do sports.
Final word
Travis.
from Travis.
I mean, you got just to mix them both in one bunch. You got recently Delonte West in the backseat of a random people's car, and he was a sports guy and he was a drugs guy, and he needs to get help from Mark Cuban. And then you had less recently, Lamar Odom. He was a famed Laker, and then crack. So it's like I feel like crack and basketball don't mix. So if you're this cool and this cool,
Debatable.
Too cool should make you even like 4 cool. But they're both lame, so they both make you crash and burn. LeBron don't do drugs, so I don't know. And
I see. I would argue.
Wiz Khalifa don't play basketball, so neither makes you neither. You're just what you are.
I think he does.
Neither makes you neither. You just
Well put. I would argue that obviously there is a correlation between basketball and crack, but we'll say that for another day. Overall, it has been decided that drugs are way cooler than sports, and got to give that one to Keela. All right, guys, before we move to the third round, I'd like to bring a word from our sponsors. No condoms. No condoms. Get them at Walmart near you. No condoms. They feel just like the real thing, only better. Moving on. Final round. We need to talk about charity. You guys think about generosity, how generous you are today, but would you be generous if you were filthy rich? So my question is, are rich people selfish if they do not donate? Cody, what you got for us?
Hell yeah, they're selfish. After you make a certain amount of money, it's time to get back to the community, you know? I mean, I just think that's fair because a lot of people hurting and a lot of people making some money. And if you're making money, like after you make about $1 million, I feel like you should really start donating. Like, you know, start out 500 here, 1,000 there, and maybe like 5,000. It all depends on how much money you're bringing in and how much you're gonna make in the future. So, I mean, if you got it like that, I mean, you'd be wrong not to donate.
I see.
Nah, I feel like that shit weak as hell. Like you already probably helping your family. You got a wife. Like she wasn't making money before she got with you, and now you're already supporting her. You got a brand new car and all that. You could have been broke your whole life, and now you've been grinding toward it. So like now that you got there, I shouldn't have to help. I've been struggling this whole time, and now I gotta help. Like nah, I've been struggling. So like nah, it's mine.
Keela, what do you agree with him or what?
I ain't gonna hold you. I do not think that shit is selfish. Just because if I was in the same boat as you, and one day I wake up and I say, you know what, I'm tired of being in this fucking boat. I want to build my own boat and be in a different boat. And then now that I got a boat and I built a boat, I learned how to make a big boat. I figured out how to chop wood and sand it down and put all these fucking materials together that you have the same access to. Now I gotta let you on my boat because your boat ain't what it's supposed to be. Like if I decide that I don't want to let you on my boat, that's my choice. But if I choose to let you on my boat, I need to have that option. So do I think it's selfish? No, not necessarily, because if I worked hard for some shit, why I gotta just go give a motherfucker some shit that I worked hard for and they ain't do no work at all? No.
Exactly. That's like when you go to CVS and then at the end of your purchase they be like, "Do you want to give $1 to this whatever?" It's like, wait, how do you know I don't be helping other motherfuckers? Like, why do I have to give to your shit because I'm here right now? Give me your money. And I feel like that's like that's intrusive to just be like, give me your shit because you make this money.
Exactly.
You need to you don't know what I'm going through. I feel like you need to take a look in the mirror for even asking me some stupid shit like that. Do I want to give my money?
Or feeling a sense of entitlement to some shit that I got.
No, I would never. No, never. I'm gonna give what I want to give to, and I'm gonna feel comfortable.
But then but if you think about it though, if everybody had that mentality, then nobody would help anybody to prosper to begin with. And think how many people got help to start out. You know what I'm saying? Like Key said earlier, if I got the same stuff that they got to begin with, not everybody has the same stuff to begin with. Some people have nothing, you know?
No, I mean, I do help out, but it's like when you go to CVS, or like, perfect example, like I went to Jamaica.
So you would donate?
No, I would do what I can for the people that I know, or the things that I want to do to. But like, I went to Jamaica and they're like, "Oh, you're also black. Help me, because or else you're bad for not helping me." And I'm like, "Nigga, what, nigga? I can help. Like, I be doing stuff. I be doing stuff. I gotta
make somebody. You
can't make me
obligate
donate. You
me
can't
to
make me
do
donate.
something.
Uh-huh.
Exactly, that part. You can't obligate somebody to do nothing. Now, when there is more that is given, is there more of a responsibility? Absolutely. Should you, out of good moral, do things for the little guy? Yes, you should. And to be honest with you, most people do. Even people who ain't filthy rich and who ain't got it like that, they still do. But you not gonna tell me, oh, you in this tax bracket, so you got to. No, the fuck I don't got to do shit. I
Right,
can
bitch.
if I
Bitch, you
want
wasn't
to.
with me
But
shooting in the
the fact that
gym.
so many
Exactly.
people feel entitled to the hard work, the success, the money, and everything else positive that's come out of fruits of their own labor.
Exactly.
The sense of it's
So
a sense of
hold on.
entitlement.
So hold on. So Cody G, I believe what Keela's trying to say is the famous quote, "Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym." What
That
do
part.
you how do you feel about that
I think
statement?
that was Barack Obama, right?
Well,
The great
all
Barack
right.
Obama.
Think about it. Think hard. Isn't welfare technically donations from the government?
No,
A lot of
because
people
that's
take
taken out
them.
of taxpayer dollars.
Stimulus check. Everybody
Wait,
wanted the stimulus.
Okay,
I mean,
I'm gonna have to
it's
back on it.
donations, is it not?
Slavery,
not?
nigga. Slavery. What? How's that
Slavery was
donation?
2 topics ago, bro. 2 topics ago. We on this one right here.
This
But
is
is
related
it?
to that.
Is it though? You
I'm
saying
done.
those are
I'm done with
donations?
this. I'm
You
done with
saying
this.
those are donations, right?
I was on
But
welfare.
90% of rich
All right,
people who are in the
Key.
top
And somebody
1%,
walk up to
they
you
are
and they like,
fucking ducking taxes.
"You want $5,000? You want $5,000?" You gonna be like, "Shit." She gonna grab right at his head, take the money, and leave. Is she not? Is she
But
not?
listen,
Right.
most people
Donation.
who are successful and have all that money, they ducking
When you
taxes.
go to the club, when you go to the bar, when you go to the bar and the dude like, "Damn, shorty, you cute. You gonna let me buy you a drink?" Donation. Donation.
That's not the same thing. It's not
Not the same at all.
It basically is though. I think that's debatable right there. That's very debatable. But
Right, I'm
all
winning one tonight.
I think we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Travis, I feel like you had an emotional response to this one, so I'll let you get it off your chest first. What's your final statement?
Yeah, as a welfare children,
Welfare-y.
well, as a refugee, well, as a refugee.
Welfare-y.
Shout
Cody,
out to all my wealthies out
next
there.
time I see you on site. So and
But if I got a donation, he donated to you.
I'm offended.
He's like,
I'm offended.
draw check.
Welfare. Okay, I'm done. Cody G's a bitch, and I'm gonna beat his ass when I see him. I'm gonna beat his ass when I see him.
I wasn't donating nothing. I was just like you. What I need to donate?
Cody G, what's your final word? Cody G, what's your final word on this?
That you're wrong if you don't donate, because there's people out there that really need it, and people that get it and don't want to give think it's all cute. But then again, I bet you at least half of them got help. Somebody came up to them $5,000 and they took it.
I don't know about all that. But Keela closes out.
All right, it ain't my responsibility to take care of other motherfuckers who can take care of themselves, but if I choose to do it, that's my decision. You can't obligate me to do how you feel that I should do, but most motherfuckers, when they do give a donation, who's to say that donation going to the right place and that the middleman gonna do what they supposed to do with it? It's a lot of crooked motherfuckers out here. And then on top of that, they be like, oh yeah, we gotta give to a charity. These crooked motherfuckers will make their own charity and write that shit off as a donation, and they donate to their goddamn self. So
Just
with
'cause you
that being
shady.
said, if and when they choose to donate, they should have that luxury choice and option. However, I don't think that shit should be delegated and dictated and them being told, because at the end of the day, a lot of these rich motherfuckers are skating past and they don't even pay their goddamn taxes. So you asking a lot when it comes to some damn expected donations. So no, it ain't my responsibility. But if I choose to, then my good karma will come back when it's time.
Wow. The best final word I've heard in a long time. Almost reminds me of the song Where Your Ass Was At by Drake and Future. But after we tally it all up, it looks like it is not selfish if rich people do not donate. Gotta give it to Keela. That's her second win of the night. She is the winner of the episode. 15 seconds of fame. What you got to say, Key?
All I gotta say is, I would like to thank my fellow nerds out there, my fellow drug doers. I hope you guys are being safe, and shrooms are the way. Thank you and good night.
Shrooms are the way,
Dark
apparently.
Key.
Mandalorian, this is the
Dark
way.
Key over
But
here.
as a recap, Pokemon is indeed loosely based on slavery. Drugs are way cooler than sports, and it is not selfish if you're rich and you do not donate. Everybody take it easy. Signing off your boy John Juan. Peace out. What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching BlaspheMass Debate. We hope you enjoyed the content, but please, now it's time for you guys to get back to us. Please contribute anything you can by paying your tithes, people. Passing the plate around to everybody. Please contribute anything you can. You can tithe today by liking, following, and subscribing to all BMD content on Facebook, Instagram. You can watch us on YouTube. You can listen to us on Spotify and Apple Music today. And remember, folks, drop a comment below if there's anything you can think of that you want us to debate, and we'll consider it for our next episode, all right? Drop a comment below, and we'll try to get into the next episode. You guys stay real out there. Peace.